This module will help you learn how to identify what kind of thing a particular proper name refers to. You should know the meaning of the term proper name before watching this video. Within the Bible, you will hear many proper names which might be unknown to the reader. Here you can see many examples of these names: Theophilus, Ezekiel, Zion, Jeremiah, Egypt, Isaiah, and Galilee. It could be unclear what kind of thing the name is referring to. It could be a person, country, landform, body of water, or something else. A landform is part of the terrain or landscape, such as hills, mountains, plateaus, or valleys. A body of water is any large gathering up of water, such as oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, or rivers. See the lesson on how to translate unknown land characteristics for more details on landforms and bodies of water. When you come across a name in the Bible, it is important that you know what the name is referring to before you translate it. Look for clues within the text. Here is an example from Luke chapter 1, verse 3, taken from the New Living Translation. Having carefully investigated everything from the beginning, I also have decided to write a careful account for you, most honorable Theophilus. Honorable would describe a person. So honorable points to the fact that Theophilus is the name of a person. Another example is from Psalms chapter 76, verse 2. Reading from the New Living Translation version, Jerusalem is where he lives. Mount Zion is his home. Here, the words Mount Zion refer to the mountain landform. Let us look at John chapter 21, verse 1 from the New Living Translation. Later, Jesus appeared again to the disciples beside the Sea of Galilee. The text refers to the Sea of Galilee. Sea would be your clue that the Sea of Galilee is a body of water. Now let us practice what you just learned. What does the name Olives represent in this verse? Then they sang a hymn and went out to the Mount of Olives. Mark chapter 14, verse 26, New Living Translation. Does it refer to a person, country, landform, body of water, or something else? If you said landform or mountain, you are correct. The hint is the word mount, which refers to the landform of a mountain. Let us try another one. What does the name Galilee represent in this verse? Jesus went on from there and walked beside the Sea of Galilee, and he went up on the mountain and sat down there. Matthew chapter 15, verse 29 from the English Standard Version. Does it refer to a person, country, landform, body of water, or something else? If you said body of water, or sea, you are correct. Here, the verse states Sea of Galilee. Therefore, you know that the name Galilee refers to a sea. Since you are doing so well, let us try a more difficult one. What do the names represent in this verse? Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled before the Philistines and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines overtook Saul and his sons. And the Philistines struck down Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. Quoted from 1 Chronicles chapter 10, verses 1 and 2. There are so many names in these two verses: Philistines, Israel, Gilboa, Jonathan, Abinadab, Malchishua, and Saul. Do they refer to a person, country, landform, body of water, or something else? Let us look closer at them. The first verse of 1 Chronicles 10 says that the Philistines fought against Israel. From this we can understand that Philistines and Israel are the names of groups of people or nations of people. Then the verse goes on about the men of Israel, stating that they fell slain on Mount Gilboa. Here the hint is mount, meaning mountain, so we can know Gilboa is a mountain. Finally, the verses state, the Philistines struck down Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. Since it says that Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua are the sons of Saul, we know that they are all people. In addition, we know that Saul is a person. That was a difficult one, but we have learned that Saul, Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua are names of particular men. Philistines and Israel are the names of groups of people, and Gilboa is a mountain. And we knew what kind of thing they referred to by reading the information around the proper name. Congratulations! You should be able to identify what kind of thing a particular proper name refers to. Good job!